Hello and how do you do? We all welcome you. This is where we sing and play and learn new things each day. Hi, hello.
Hi dear students, welcome back to our educational channel. Dear students, today in this video we are going to learn the most important English grammar topic, that is prepositions. So before that, let us know the parts of speech. Do you know, children, parts of speech? Here you can see all words in the English language belong to a word class called the parts of speech. It means in the English language all words are being categorized into different word class. Those are called the parts of speech. And children, how many parts of speech? Do you know? Yes, there are 8 main parts of speech in English language. How many parts of speech are there? There are 8 main parts of speech in English language. Which those are? Do you know? Yes, of course. First one, nouns. Second one, verbs. And third one, adjectives. Fourth one, adverbs. Fifth one, pronouns. Sixth one, prepositions. Seventh one, conjunctions. And last one, interjections. These are called parts of speech. So now in this video we will learn about prepositions. Sixth one is there now. So we will learn about prepositions in this video. Are you ready, students? So without further delay, let's get started. Prepositions. A preposition is a word that shows the relation between a noun or a pronoun and some other words in a sentence. So it is link word. A preposition is placed before a noun or a pronoun. Here look at the chart. Different prepositions show different relations. So first one, the preposition of place. Sometimes the prepositions indicate where someone or something is. Where someone or something is. So such prepositions are called prepositions of place. For example, Nikki is standing against a wall. Here the preposition against shows where Nikki is. It is showing where someone or something. And next one, the prepositions indicate when an event happens or happened. So such prepositions are called prepositions of time. For example, Ricky swims on Saturdays. Here the preposition on shows when an event happens. Ricky swims every Saturday. Then, so next one, prepositions also indicate the direction in which someone or something comes or goes. So such prepositions are called prepositions of direction. For example, Nikki is throwing a ball at them. Here the preposition at indicates the direction. So in which direction the ball is thrown? At them. So it is prepositions of direction. Hope it is clear to you all. You have got to know that prepositions are basically three types. Is it? Now let us study the types of prepositions in detail. Prepositions are being categorized into three types: prepositions of place, preposition of time, preposition of direction. Here are the list of prepositions. Is it? First one, preposition of place. Look at the picture: on, in, beside, in front of, behind, between, under, around. These are the words used for preposition of place. Now whenever we are asking the question where, for example, look at the teddy bear in the first picture. The teddy bear is sitting on the box. Where the teddy bear is sitting? So we are getting the answer. That word will be the preposition of place, on the box. Is it? So next one, preposition of time. Look at the picture: in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, at night, at 3 o'clock, in summer, on my birthday, in the ice age, on 6th March, at dinner time. So here are the words which are used as the preposition of time. Now whenever we are asking the question when, I will go there in the evening. When I will go? In the evening. So while asking the question when, we are getting the answer. That word will be the preposition of time. So next one, preposition of direction. Look at the examples. We went to London last week. John pushed Smith towards wall. Don't put milk into old glass. He jumped over the wall. He rushed off from the bank. Is it? In all these words, we are getting the direction. In which direction it is happening? So that word will be preposition of direction. For example, in which direction he jumped? Look at the picture here. He jumped over the wall. In which direction he jumped? Over the wall. So here we are getting the answer. That word will be prepositions of direction. Is it clear? So in this video we learned three types of prepositions. Hope it is clear to you all. Now we are going to study more about prepositions. We are learning about compound preposition, uses of by and with, and also prepositional phrase. Here you can see first one, compound prepositions. Some prepositions have more than one word. They are called compound prepositions. For example, look at the picture. I hung the mirror in front of the door and the towel rod next to it. Here, in front of and the next to are called compound prepositions. So before, as we knew that prepositions link words to indicate movement, location, position and direction. And also we knew that prepositions link words to indicate time. Then, for example, all students come to school by 7:30 a.m. So here by indicate time. Now let us study uses of by and with. The preposition by works as an agent and the preposition with works as an instrument. For example, the vegetables were cut by my mother with a sharp knife. Then, now prepositional phrase. A preposition begins a group of words is called a prepositional phrase. Look at the picture. For example, have you seen crabs scoot behind a rock? Here, behind is a preposition. Then, so behind a rock is called prepositional phrase because it is begins with preposition. That group of word begins with preposition, so that it is called a prepositional phrase. So here scoot means to walk or to run. I hope it is clear to all. Dear students, in this video we learned all about prepositions. We learned types of prepositions, compound prepositions, uses of by and with, prepositional phrase. I hope it is clear to you all. Now take down the homework. Complete the exercise part of this topic in English course book and grammar book about this topic, which are given in your textbook. Which topic? Prepositions. So solve all the exercise part. If you got any confusion, you can call or text me. So till then, goodbye. Thank you, my dear students.